I don't know how Jim felt about opening with a conference game, but it's a little scary. You don't have much film. I think we had one exhibition game. They probably had the same. Both teams have a lot of new players, a lot of new faces. And so I thought for 32 minutes, I was really pleased with our team. Last 8 minutes, you give Miami credit. Not to hit some tough shots, but we weren't the same team in the last 8 minutes, and I don't expect us to be in game one. That happened a year ago when we played Nicholls State. Now you're playing a lot different talent. You're playing a lot different team. Stakes are more, knowing that it's an ACC game. So we knew that regardless of the outcome, we were going to have to grow from this, and I feel no differently now.
Why do you think you guys weren't clicking in the first 10 minutes or so?
I'm sure we're a little nervous. Jitters. Guys been working all summer. I don't know if you were expecting like some machine to just come out here. This first time for some of those guys playing on this stage and playing against very talented perimeter players, two of the better guards in the conference. So, we got better as the time went on.
It kind of felt like Ryan's threes there in the first half really kind of changed the entire game.
Yeah, he's a game changer, as we know. He's an elite level shooter. He's shooting the ball with a lot of confidence, and I think in his fifth year senior way, he's gotten so much better at a lot of the other things that help you win. He made a big defensive play when they tried to lob it into Rodney Miller and sort of held his position, came up with a loose ball. He really has a nose for the ball. I think he hit a 2-point shot there in the second half. He's more than just a 3-point shooter, but with that skill, he's as good as anybody in the country.
Did you like what you got out of your point guards, fresh and Darius?
I did. They had a big challenge. Their challenge becomes so much greater when he's playing with that much freedom in the second half, and he's involving our 5 men a lot. Steve hasn't practiced for about a week. He did a few days leading up, and then Aiden's a freshman. And so, when they put him in so many ball screen situations, it's not just Darius or Fresh that's trying to spearhead that defense. You're bringing another guy on your team that's got to do a good job too. So I felt like they ran the team. Again, I don't think we played with the same gusto in the last 8 minutes, but it's a learning experience for our team for sure.
Jordan finished with 23 and 12. It kind of felt like he let the game come to him a little bit offensively. A lot of those points came late. Did you notice that?
I did. I could tell that he wanted to press a little bit, and he's really grown trusting that his teammates are going to find him. He's really going to be circled on every scouting report. People are going to try to make their mark. Coaches are going to try to take him away. And I do think that he tried to let the game, come to him. For him to only have 2 assists, two turnovers in terms of that ratio, we'll take that. Last year it was 1 assist for every 2 turnovers. But I thought Jordan did a great job defensively outside of a few possessions. And then offensively, he's really good. Yeah, the first half was a lot different for him than the second half, but that was just the way the ball was bouncing. He's got a gift. He doesn't look like a freshman offensively. He can go off the wrong foot. He's got a great touch, uses a glass. The three, he got an and one. He's not a freshman on offense. He's still a freshman at times on defense, but the more he plays, like our other freshmen, he'll get better and more comfortable.
Were you happy with how when Jordan wasn't necessarily scoring the whole time in that first half, how he was playing on defense?
I'm always happy if Jordan's playing defense. But that goes, that's no different from anybody. He's matured a lot. He's matured a lot. He really values that part of the floor a lot more than he did a year ago. He was by far our best defensive player against Bellarmine when we couldn't stop the Cook kid. And, outside of McGusty driving him one time, I thought he did a great job of keeping the ball in front and rebounding like he did.
How'd you rate his throwdown?
Oh, the dunk? I don't rate those things. I'm just glad he didn't miss it. I would have made him run sprints.
Pretty good turnout from Louisville fans for a Tuesday night in Miami.
You're really struggling with that camera there, Nick. Yeah, man. It's got too many axes on it,
Trying to be professional.
I understand. What was the question again? You got me sidetracked now.
Good crowd for a Tuesday
It was. Yeah, and I know that we have a lot of athletic events this week. Got volleyball on Friday. Coach Satterfield brings his football team here to play the Hurricanes. And so, hopefully the Louisville fans get to enjoy 3 in a row. But we did our part, so take that, Scott.
Do you anticipate using Jordan, Dwayne, and Sam and the lineups together often? They were in there a little bit tonight.
They were, and we're going to use any lineup that we deem as one that can be successful. Different games are going to dictate playing big. We played 5 small tonight. When we get Malik back and Aiden gets more experience, and maybe won't do that as much. But that's the thing I love about our depth. We can be very versatile. So, yeah, I mean, they're 3 really good players, and I'm going to put good players on the floor. I really thought, we sort of overhauled how we're playing offensively. And, in fairness, Miami probably didn't have any film on it, maybe a little bit of the Bellarmine game. But, we got some back cuts. We did a good job screening. We can do a better job, and we're going to as time goes on. But I just felt like it was more conducive for the personnel that we had. And so, yeah, I was pleased outside of the first maybe 4 minutes when we turned the ball over 4 or 5 times. We did a really good job of taking care of the ball and running good offense in the first half.
Did you prepare for your home opener against Youngstown State? Now looking at this game, is there anything that jumped out that might become a focus?
I'll have to watch the tape. I mean, obviously not finishing very strong, getting our freshmen up to speed on knowing that every play matters, both in practice and in games. And that's how you increase the trust level that your coach has in you. And, if they have more moments like this in practice, then they don't get to play as many minutes as they did tonight. So it's not a hard equation.
One more, Coach, anyone? How would you describe Miami's opening punch? Obviously, they took a 16-9 lead in the first half. How would you describe your team's response to it and Miami's?
Well, they've got good offensive players. Vasilovic's range is anywhere inside half court. We really feel that way. He did it to us last year when they got that 16, 17-point lead. But I like the response of our team in the TV timeout with under 12. I thought our guys were very poised. They understood that it's a long game, and we got to go out and win that third 4-minute war, and it's exactly what we did. Thank you.